Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hope. This is MissionKeto, and today's video is a carnivore meal prep. This is strictly carnivore stuff, although I can eat it too, but it's just for Andy. I'm gonna be making a lot of stuff today, but I'm only gonna show you a few things because most of the things I do every week are the same things. At the end, I always recap everything that I've done, so I'll make sure I show you all of that. If you're interested in any of those things, you can just check out my playlist for meal preps. For those of you who are new, thank you so much, welcome. I'll give you a brief introduction. Andy and I, Andy's my husband, and we live alone in this house. The kids are grown, out of the house. It's just Andy and I and our dog Ralphie, and we both do a version of low carb. And me personally, I'm in maintenance right now. I've lost almost 40 pounds, and I've been in maintenance since about November of last year. I work out regularly and also studying to be a certified personal trainer. So this has definitely changed my life. I'm not a huge meat eater. I do eat meat, but not a whole heck of a lot. So that's what's so different about us. So my husband, Andy, is carnivore. He started last July at 369 pounds. And he was eating all the things. He started the BBBE challenge, which is beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. That was designed by Dr. Barry, and he did that for 30 days, lost 30 pounds. He was on a roll. Then he transitioned over to carnivore, but he didn't do like your traditional carnivore. He literally ate only meat, but he incorporated chicken and seafood and things like that, pork, all of that. He did have coffee with some half and half and stevia. That was like his treat that he would have. It did not alter his progression at all. So a year later, just over a year, he's lost 105 pounds. He is doing great. He's even incorporated a little bit of like cheese here and there, some of the Primal Kitchen, either mayo or ketchup, but very sporadically. It is not hindering his weight loss at all either. So very excited about that. I'm so proud of him. So if you are interested in seeing how I'm maintaining and how Andy's doing, he still has a little bit more that he wants to lose, definitely stay tuned. But aside from all of that, thank you for all the OGs that sat through that. Or maybe you fast forwarded it. It's okay. It's okay. So we're gonna do a meal prep. You guys really love the meal preps. I personally love watching meal prep videos too. So I'm gonna give you my tips. I think I have 4 tips. First tip is make a list. Make a list of everything that you want to get done. I always say you don't even have to get them all done, but at least gives you an idea of what needs to be accomplished. You know, it kind of says, what am I using my oven for? What am I using my air fryer for? So you can kind of plan around that too. It's very helpful. And then marking it off the list. Checking it off the list. If you didn't know, I'm a paper and pen girl. That is very important to me. Number 2 is have a garbage bowl. I work next to my sink. I have this strainer that I got from Aldi's that just sits right here, and I just throw things in there as I'm going instead of having to go back and forth to the garbage. It's very helpful. And then number 3 is clean as you go, which is probably one of the biggest things. Start off with a clean kitchen, a clean workspace first of all, because that drives me nuts. But make sure you clean as you go. When you finish one thing, just kind of tidy up a little bit and then go to the next thing. Last but not least, make it fun. You know what I mean? As fun as you can. I personally love doing this. I love it. I love it. It makes me feel good that I've got everything ready for the week, mostly for Andy because he is working outside of the home just for a little bit longer and then he'll be back home with me. I can't wait. But it is very helpful for him to just have this stuff ready to go. And he's a lot less picky, right? Let's be honest. So we love having that ready, but to make it fun, play some music. Play something on your iPad or your TV, have your headphones in. I always joke and say, catch up on the old MissionKeto videos that you haven't ever watched. Yeah, so those are my tips. I hope that is helpful. Let's get into what we're making today. So I have a really long list and it's not near me. I was not prepared. But there are a couple of things I'm gonna be making for Andy that, nothing new. I'm gonna make some deviled eggs because he is incorporating a little bit of mayonnaise. So I thought that would be a nice little treat for him. And then I'm gonna try a new thing and I'll tell you about that in a minute. I sent it to him. I found it online. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, but he replied yes. Capital letters with multiple exclamation marks. And then, what was the other thing? It just depends on time too. The bacon, the burgers, the chuck roast. I think I have some tenderloins here that I might make some chicken tenders out of too. So fried up, or air fried up. But enough talking. I know some of you, I've had comments before that my voice is so annoying. Sorry, but it's my voice. I can't help it. But sorry about all the talking. But let's get into this meal prep. Okay, so I mentioned that I was gonna make some deviled eggs for Andy. And when he is incorporating things like mayonnaise or ketchup, things like that, we're using the Primal Kitchen or the Chosen Foods brand, the really good clean stuff. And it's funny because he doesn't even notice that Primal Kitchen ketchup has no sugar in it, not even stevia, and he just loves it. But we're gonna make hard-boiled eggs first in my Instant Pot. I'm not sure, this is the big one. The girls got this for me for Mother's Day like a year and a half ago, and I absolutely love it. But you need a little bit of water down below. What I found is it's a good like 5-5-5 rule. Like it builds up pressure for 5 minutes, you cook it for 5 minutes, and then it releases pressure for 5 minutes. So that's what seems to work well for me. But you want to have a little bit of water down. You want to trivet down. This is the one that came with mine, and it's raised a little bit off the water. So we don't go through a lot of eggs in this house, and I want to make sure these get used too. So I've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16. So let me do like 10. I think that would be good. That'll leave us some if I need any for recipes. I am gonna need one for another recipe that we're making today actually. So we'll do 10. That'll give us like 20 half eggs, you know? I lost count. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. So that's good. That leaves us with just a few 6 left, and that'll be good for recipes and stuff during the week. So if you are running low on counter space, I love this. These little handles on the side will prop your lid on it. I always use my Instant Pot over here, and it's always better that way for me to be able to click it on there. I haven't even gotten the plug out for this yet. That's how goofy I am. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to plug it in and we're going to put it on pressure. Make sure it's pushed back so it will have pressure. This is like the worst part of my kitchen probably to do this, but I need the other counter space for other stuff. All right, and so now I've got it on high pressure. Hit pressure cook, 5 minutes. I'm also going to get an ice bath ready because you want to cool them off in an ice bath to stop the cooking. And then I'll show you how I make my deviled eggs. All right, so we are back. I've got my chuck roast in the oven. That takes the longest, so I like to start that off first. It's about 3 hours in there. I've got the eggs winding down already. I've got an ice bath ready for them. We'll get back to that. But next I'm gonna make something new for Andy. And I saw this originally online made with tuna. I did not have tuna, surprisingly, but I did unknowingly that I would need it for this. I got this chunk white chicken breast from Publix in my haul this weekend. It is a 0 carb and it's got, you know, decent ingredients. It's just canned chicken. You also need some cheese. I just got done shredding this. I like to shred my own. You need an egg to kind of help bind it all together, and then whatever seasonings that you want. So I'm using his favorite, the organic seasoned salt from Redmond's Real Salt. So we're just gonna mix this all together, make little patties out of them. And you could probably do it 2 different ways. You can either fry them up in some oil or put them in your air fryer. I'm gonna do the frying up. Even though that's gonna make a little bit more of a mess, I think that would just be a nice treat for him too. So I'm gonna speed this up and show you how we're putting it together. Okay, so I changed my mind. I think I am gonna do the air fryer. I'm gonna preheat my Z-Star air fryer right now, and it made 4. I'll show you what they look like after, but I have a feeling he might really like these, and these might be gone today. He's mowing right now, and he's probably gonna be really hungry because he hasn't eaten yet today. It's about 10:30, and he was hungry beforehand, but he wanted to, you know, get this mowing done first. So these might get eaten all the way. So we're gonna put these in the air fryer. I'm probably just gonna start with 20 minutes. What I love about this air fryer is it tells me halfway through to turn them, and that way it reminds me to check on them too. So we'll see how this turns out. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hope and this is Mission Keto, and today's video is sponsored by Element. Thank you, Element, for sponsoring today's video. If you don't know what Element is, it is an electrolyte drink mix. Just like this, comes in individual packets, single serving packets. This is the watermelon salt flavor that I love so much. But it's an electrolyte drink mix that is a science-backed ratio of sodium, potassium, and magnesium to help replenish all of those electrolytes that you lose, whether you're outside sweating a lot, working out, starting a new diet, or just maintaining like I'm doing on keto. I've told you guys about the testimonials of a few people that I know that have tried it and it has helped them, like myself, Andy, my father. But right now, I want you to tell me down below, how has electrolytes helped you on your journey? Do you notice a difference? Let everyone know down below, because I would really love to know. I love hearing these stories, and I think it's great. It's great to hear and motivating. If you are still on the fence about electrolytes, Element has offered a special deal to the Mission Keto family. If you make any purchase on their website, which I will have it listed right here and down below, it is drinklmnt.com/missionketo. If you make any purchase using that link, not only does it help my channel, and I am very appreciative, but also you will get a free sample pack that has all 8 of their flavors to try and just see which one is your favorite, so then you can stock up. This is for new and returning customers too, so I'm pretty excited about that. Again, that is drinklmnt.com/missionketo for you to get a free sample pack with any purchase that you make on their website. I do appreciate you guys supporting my sponsors. It helps my channel out a lot, and definitely let me know your little testimony about how electrolytes have helped you, because I am using them to maintain on keto, and I don't know what I'd do without them. So thank you so much again, Element, for sponsoring today's video. Bye. Look at these. These are the little chicken patties that I just made in the air fryer. Woo, they're hot. But look at that. Those came out really good. So you could definitely double, triple the recipe however you want. I just had 1 can in there, and I'm sure he's gonna try those in a bit. So I wanted to make sure I showed you them now, because these might be gone as his meal for the day. I did not put as much cheese as it said. It said a cup of cheese. I put probably about a 3/4 cup of cheese, and it was fine. It was good. But yeah, 1 egg, a cup of cheese, and a can of chicken. You could do it with tuna as well. So yeah, I might have to have a bite of these too. All right, so for this part of the video, I'm gonna make the deviled eggs. I found this container that I have in here, and check this out. So I picked, 10 eggs. This actually holds 20 halves, so that was perfect. We're just gonna cut these in half, and I'm gonna put the yolk in here, and I'll speed it up, and I'm gonna add the Chosen Foods mayo with a little bit of mustard, and then some salt and pepper, and then we'll assemble it all together. All right, so as you can tell, he loved those little chicken patties, and he was just like, whoa, that was delicious. He did put a little of the Primal Kitchen ketchup on there too, and you should have heard him. It was like, he's really enjoying it. And then But he did say that tuna would be delicious with it too. So we'll definitely be making these again, and I can make them in bulk. It's probably something we could even freeze. So just a thought there. I wanted to let you guys know. You saw me make the deviled eggs. He had one of those too. And what'd you think, hun?
Delicious.
Yeah, he hasn't had anything like this in a while, and I feel so good about giving it to him because it's eggs for one. The only thing in there that was a little different was the mayo, but it was good, clean mayo. So I feel good about giving him something like that, you know? So it's just nice that he's able to enjoy some other things. So what is next? Let's see. I don't know. All right, here is everything that we have meal prepped today, except for those little chicken patties that I made. Those did get eaten, as I showed you. But look at these chicken tenders. These are carnivore. You just dip them in some egg, as you saw. I sped it up. You dip it in a little bit of egg, the Parmesan and pork rind breadcrumbs mixed together, and some seasoning. We use the seasoned salt, of course. But Andy's already had a few of these. I actually tried it too, and yes, it is delicious. I had to pull him away because I'm like, I need to have something to show them. And then both of us have tried the deviled eggs. He loved them. He's like, I haven't had anything like this in so long. So that was really cool. I don't know. I was happy for him because it's good stuff too, you know. He's got 2 servings of the steak and the bacon that I made. And then here is the chuck roast that is done. This will give him 2 to 3 meals also. So he's doing well. We didn't get to the bacon and the burgers today, but we're probably going to do that tomorrow. And then Wednesday, we're going to film a what we eat in a day because he'll be working from home again that day. So going forward, probably the what I eat in a day videos will be both of us doing everything. Also, stay tuned for Wednesday, my recipe video. I'm going to be making the stuffed peppers. I've never had stuffed peppers before, so I'm excited to share with you the recipe that I found. It just sounds delicious, and I can't wait to try it. But I hope you like this video. Thank you again, Element, for sponsoring today's video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!